This is Rodney Campbell, and welcome to The Pulse. Today, we are very fortunate to have a longtime celebrity, Jim Johnson, a.k.a. JJ and the Morning Crew. Welcome, Jim. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Rodney. Thank you for having me, my friend.
Oh, it's been a long time, man. So you're down in Florida.
Hey, I love your Harley shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I got these. They're Chinese, believe it or not. I got 3 of them in the mail. It took 2 months to get them, but yeah.
Hey, I was a Harley guy for a long time, but my last couple of bikes were Indians.
Hey, I got a buddy of mine, Tommy Ingham. He used to sing in Weapons and Romeo Rock. I'm sure you remember him.
Of course.
He just bought a new Indian, and I'm so jealous, man. But I just bought a brand new one myself, and it's a 25 Street Glide Ultra, and it's just beautiful, Jim.
Hey, listen, believe me, I was a Harley guy my whole life until I said, you know what? These Indians are kind of sexy. I'm going to try it out, and I got 2 of them.
Oh, good for you, man. Are you living solo down there, or do you have a wife or a girlfriend?
No, I'm a party of one.
Oh, okay. Well, I understand you just got back from a 3-day golf tournament. How'd that go?
Great. It was here. I live on a local country club in St. John's, Florida. Oh. And it was the member guest, a buddy of mine. In fact, my college roommate and fellow football player at Central Michigan University came down as my guest for the last few days. He left about an hour ago to go home to Georgia.
Oh, I got friends in Georgia too. A guy, he's a tile extraordinaire kind of guy. He walked me through. I just redid one of my bathrooms in my house, and he over the phone, he guided me through everything. It was my first venture as a tile guy, and I tell you what, it came out fantastic, man.
Well, that's good, Rodney, but have you ever heard of fucking YouTube?
I do.
that can teach you everything, Pally.
I watch it faithfully on all kinds of stuff, trust me, man. So how long have you been in Florida for, my friend?
About 1.5 years.
And may I ask the reason why you left this great state of Michigan?
Well, a few reasons. One, fuck winter.
Oh, I know, man. This one's been brutal, brother. Brutal.
I know it has. I've been watching.
Holy mackerel.
But the other reason is I have one child left in Michigan, in the Detroit area. I have another child that lives in Nashville and another child who lives in Dallas, Texas. So I didn't have a lot going on there. And a few of my friends have passed away. And my best friend in the world lives in Columbus, Ohio. So he's gone. And my other good friend lives in a place called Reynolds Plantation in Georgia. It's on Lake Oconee.
Oh, I never heard of it.
And so I had no real ties left to Michigan. But I have a sister who lives about a half hour away from me in a place called Nocatee, Florida.
Okay. Is that anywhere near Homomosa? Because we were down there about 3 years ago for a vacation. My wife's girlfriend lives down there. And I'm telling you what, man, it's all age appropriate people, not a big party town. Houses are reasonable down there. In fact, when I retire, God, I just keep buying stuff. I can't get away from buying stuff. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to retire. But if we do, that's where we're going to go.
Well, it's I'm near not far from Ponte Vedra Beach. If you know anything about that, it's the home of TPC Sawgrass, the championship country club there for the Players Championship. And it's right on Jacksonville Beach, pretty much.
Okay, I gotcha. So you're pretty big into the golfing scene nowadays, huh?
100%, yes.
Yeah. How's the retired life treating you?
You know, I have no complaints.
I didn't think so.
You know, I get asked all the time, Rodney, well, don't you miss it? The answer is fuck no.
Oh, I don't blame you, man.
Miss it.
Man,
being a celebrity, wake up every day and not have to do show prep or read emails or text messages. I get up, I have a cup of coffee, smoke a cigarette on my front little veranda here, and enjoy the world passing in front of me.
Oh man, that's living the life, man. I tell you. So how old were you, man, when you decided that you wanted to be into rock and roll radio, and how did it come about, man?
Probably 12 years old.
No kidding. You knew that young.
I had an affinity for broadcasting, both radio and television. And
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, the music world was changing. It was 1964. It was the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the
Yeah.
Kinks, and all of that. And I listened in. I was the guy hiding under my blanket with a little earpiece in my Zenith transistor radio, listening to CKLW, WKNR, and every once in a while WLS in Chicago if the weather cooperated.
You got
And
that good a reception.
I fell in love with broadcasting at the period.
Wow.
So I always kind of had that as a direction, but I was also an athlete. I played football.
Oh, you're a pretty big guy.
Was recruited to Central Michigan University. And as fate or coincidence or luck would have it, CMU is probably one of the very, very top broadcasting schools in the entire country.
Wow.
So it was a happy coincidence. I played ball and I got involved in campus radio there. And one thing led to another, one foot in front of the other. And I ended up where I am.
What was your first radio station that you were hired on at?
Interesting question. It was the summer between my freshman and sophomore year. It was 1971. And I went to every radio station in the Detroit area and in Windsor and Flint and everywhere else.
Okay.
Applying for anything. I would shovel snow or, well, it was summer, but mow the lawn, take out the garbage, clean the studios, whatever you need.
Uh-huh.
Of all of that, one guy called me back. And I don't remember his name, but God bless him. It was at WEXL in Detroit. And
Never heard of it.
Remind me to circle back to that because it's a really interesting story.
For sure.
He called me back and he goes, "Hey, I got one job available. It's from 3 p.m. Sunday afternoon until midnight Sunday night."
Wow.
I'm like, "Okay, I'm in." So in effect, all I had to do is in 1971, the tape machine started at the ceiling and went down to the floor. And they were huge, huge reels of tape.
Uh-huh.
So my job was to rack up these tapes that were religious broadcasts from local churches. I had to intersperse those with live broadcasts of sermons from local Detroit churches.
No way.
And every week or two, a preacher and his family came in and they played acoustic guitar and sang gospel music. And I had to do a live, I had to engineer their live performance. And then once an hour, I could go on the air, give out the call letters, and maybe give a mention about the weather. And that was it. So I'm about 3 weeks into this. And the guy who does midnight to 6, when they turn the format to country gospel music,
oh my God,
the fucking guy doesn't show up for work.
No shit.
So I've been watching this guy do his thing for 3 weeks. And I'm like, well, the guy's not here. Now what the fuck am I going to do? So I put a couple of records on the turntables and I start spinning some tunes and giving the call letters out and doing this. 6 a.m. The morning guy comes in who happens to be the program director and he says, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "Hey,
oh
man,
my God.
I didn't know what to do." I mean, this is long before cell phones. We're talking 1971.
Right on.
And I said, hey, your guy, whatever his name was, didn't show up last night. I didn't know what else to do. So I decided to keep us on the air running. And, keep going forward.
Wow.
And he goes, And the guy, he figures it out. He goes, "Thank you very much." And by the way, that was the guy's last day. He's fucking fired. I said,
Wow.
"Okay, dude, I want that job. Please, please,
Oh my Lord.
let me have that job."
That's crazy, man.
And he said, "I can't do it because what you do from 3 to midnight is complicated and complex. You've got it down. I don't really want to train anybody else for that." I said, "Dude, I'll do them both."
No way.
And he said, "Come on, dude, you can't do that. You can't do both of them. That's a 15-hour shift." I said, "I'm in. Pick me. Please let me do it." And he goes, "Okay." So then he pulls me outside and takes me to a small little closet with a bunch of 5-inch white cardboard boxes of reel-to-reel tape with names on them.
Okay.
And he goes, "Pick a name." "What do you mean, pick a name?" He goes, "Well, we buy these jingle packages. They're very expensive, but it's inexpensive to add a few extra jingle names to the package." And he goes, "Pick a name and you'll have your own jingle."
No way.
So I picked a box that said Bob Young. So the jingle was Bob Young with good country music on WEXL. And so I spent the whole rest of the summer doing that 15-hour shift 1 day a week, Sunday, 3 p.m. till Monday morning at 6 a.m.
Damn.
And then the guy says, "You're the only one here. You have the run of the place. Teach yourself radio at our expense, our equipment. Knock yourself out. Learn."
Holy
and I
mackerel. Did. Wow, that's a great story, man.
It's an absolute truth. Now, let's circle back to where I began.
Yeah.
And tell you that my last job at WOMC, when I started there, it was in that same building on Woodward Heights where my career began.
No way.
Same thing on Woodward Heights in Ferndale.
Right.
Same goddamn building I started my career at 50 years later.
Is that just crazy, man? Wow.
It's insane. Same tower, same everything.
How was it actually working with all the voices that you guys had on your JJ in the Morning crew? Let's get into that a little bit, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I was pulling up some videos on YouTube, man, and I kind of forgot how cool the show really was, man, with Weird Al and the wrestler JJ, or not JJ,
Dick the Bruiser.
Dick the Bruiser. Who was the guy that did those voices? Did you ever have any of these celebrities that you guys were doing the voices from? Did you ever have some of the real guys come in and do shows with?
Sure. A mixed bag, though. The guy's name is George Beyer. He grew up in East Detroit, went to East Detroit High School.
Okay.
He was discovered by Steve Dahl back in the day at WABX.
Okay.
And used him there. Then Steve Dahl, we hired him. I was the program director, and we hired him at W4. He brought George along with him, who started out, he worked at a gas station and would call into the show and do these crazy voices. And over a period of time, it got more frequent. And then he started coming in person. And pretty soon he became an employee of the Steve Dahl show. Now, Steve went to Chicago, got a job at WLS in Chicago.
Okay.
But only him. It was only for him. We did some research that showed us that the voices that George did were very attractive to our listening audience. So we decided we're going to keep George and find somebody else to host the show.
No kidding.
Yep. And Steve Dahl hated it.
Why?
He said, "George is my guy. You can't keep him without my permission." And I'm like, "Well, are you paying him? Who's the employer here and who's the employee?" And he goes, "Well, It's not right. That's my intellectual property. And I'm like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. I said,
Right.
are you taking him to Chicago? And he goes, no. I said,
What?
okay, well, what the fuck? Then you
Right.
want us to fire George and put him out of a job. Is that what you
So,
want?
right.
And he
So he
goes,
could go
well,
to
whatever. I
Chicago.
just don't want you using him anymore when I'm gone. So he had a couple of months to go before he was leaving. And so he would come in and he would do shit like turning George's microphone off so he couldn't talk.
Oh,
He
geez.
tried to bully George into not showing up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, listen, here's the deal. We are keeping George. You're moving on. George stays on the show right through the end. Okay.
Right on, bro.
And he's like, and he pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And this went on for weeks. And finally, one Sunday, I happened to be at work because I was doing both the midday show and I was the program director at W4.
Right.
We're talking 1977-ish. And I get a call from George. And George says, hey, Steve just called me and said, this is my last week. I want to leave on my own terms. Don't come in this week. I want to say goodbye on my own.
What?
I called up Steve and I said, Steve, we've had this discussion several times already.
Right.
George stays right till the fucking end. Don't give me any bullshit. This went back and forth for a half hour on the phone. And finally, I had to say, Steve, you've already had your last day here. Come in tomorrow morning and pick up your shit and get the
hell
fuck out.
Right on, brother. Right on.
So I slept on the couch at the radio station that night and met George when he came in, and he and I started doing the show together. Ostensibly, I was the PD. I had to find somebody else to host the show. But think of this. Right. You gotta send out notices around the country saying, morning show opening, host needed for fucking Rocky and Bullwinkle, Popeye the Sailor Man,
oh my
Jackie
God.
Stewart, Dick the Bruiser,
oh my God,
and all this other local shit. Well,
Weird Al?
No, it never happened. There was a no fit. So I continued to do the show, and after a while, it started working out okay.
Oh,
and
man. It was a great show, Jim. It was a great. I forgot how cool that show actually was. Now, you guys were on before the Drew and Mike show ever came about, correct?
Oh, a long, long time before that.
Yeah.
So, as program director in that situation, my job was to find somebody to fit that role.
Okay.
We're still looking.
While you're playing golf down in Florida, right?
Yep.
What show stood out from all the rest that you can remember? What was one of your favorite shows to do, and who was your guest?
Oh, man. Rodney, we don't have enough time for all.
I get it. All right. How about if we switch over a little bit to your political views and your political career, kind of?
That's fine, but I'll give you one example of a show that sticks out of my mind.
Okay.
So, down in Hart Plaza every year, they have like the Navy ships that come and visit, right?
Sure.
So we got a call from somebody who said, hey, we've got a destroyer or whatever the fuck it was coming in.
Uh-huh.
And we would like to get some promotion for this event. Would you like to do your show from there? We said, fuck yeah.
Sure.
And so we thought to ourselves, okay, we got a Navy ship with a bunch of horny sailors coming into town.
Oh, God.
What can we do to help these guys and entertain them? So we made a couple of calls, and we got like 3 different girls from gentlemen's clubs in the Detroit area.
I frequented them all.
to show some love to the sailors on board.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that went on for an hour and a half or so. And all of a sudden, the guy comes up and he says, "Hey, do you happen to know that this is Family Day on the ship?"
Oh my goodness.
Then we see the captain of the ship like this, looking over from the
balcony.
from the wheelhouse of this destroyer.
Oh my
And he's
God.
looking at us. And about 2 seconds later, they grabbed us by the scruff of the neck and threw us off the fucking boat.
You're shitting me.
No.
Oh my God. But I bet you made a couple of them sailors, you pretty much made their day, didn't you?
Well, for a minute anyway.
Yeah. I used to go down to the Rocket on the River a lot. They're not doing it too much anymore. And how was it working with like some of the big other DJs like Podell and Annie and Arthur, of course? And,
well, number one is Ken Calvert.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Jerry Lubin.
Oh my God, I can't even remember him.
Oh my God. ABX W4, and then he was with us at CSX for a while.
Okay. What about Demos? Nick at Night?
Don't know.
Don't know him?
Don't know.
Oh, okay. What are you doing nowadays besides golfing? Are you still into the politics? Because I know I've seen you on some debates here in Detroit before you moved, and I got to tell you, you're very educated. I got a lot out of what you were saying and who you were pitching it to.
So nothing official. I do social media outbursts like a Tourette's victim, but other than that, I don't have any official role. I putz around here. I live in a golf course community, so I spend a lot of time doing that. Other than that, Rodney, not much else.
Man, you're living the life though, huh?
Well, I mean, it's modest. I live in a very small place, but I live alone and it's perfect for me.
So what do you do in your spare time besides golfing? Do you do any events? Is it like go to any shows that they ask you to host or anything anymore?
Nothing. Zero. Nope.
Any plans of coming back?
But living in Florida, if you ever get to that point in your life you're living in Florida, you'll find that your guest list is pretty extensive. I've got people that come in every fucking week from the northern cold weather.
Sure.
To come and spend a couple of days here in Florida. So, I have family and friends that come down all the time.
When's the last time you've been to Detroit?
Well, I was there a couple of times last year. Number one, finally, after, let's say 7 years, my son graduated from college at Oakland University. He's a singer-songwriter. He lives in Nashville. His name, by the way, for your audience, click on him, give him a follow. It's at Davis James.
Davis James.
Spotify, Instagram, wherever you get your social media from, he's there, and he's a very talented dude.
When's the last time you talked to Costan or any of your former teammates?
I talked to Costan infrequently about, different events. Sadly, at our age, some of the time it's about friends who have passed away.
I know, isn't it crazy, man? Oh, by the way, Kathy Fletcher, she told me to tell you hi. She was thinking of you. She's actually driving up from Florida. Her and her husband, they stay down there in the winter months, and they're on their way back to their summer home here. And they're snowbirds as well. I got quite a few of my friends that ride motorcycles. They pack up and go to these trailer parks, and they stay there for like December till April or May, and then they come back and ride around here. And I wish I could. My job I'm a truck driver. I own my own semi truck. I've been driving now for 40 years, and unfortunately, I can't pick up and move, or I would, man. I live in
Rodney.
Oakland. Yes.
How many hookers have you had in that sleeper cab? That's what I want to know.
My wife is going to listen to this, so I got to be. I'll tell you, there's some good stories. There's some real good stories I can tell you. Before I was married, the pilot truck stop in that, I can tell you a whole bunch, man. But
what's your wife's name?
Tracy.
Tracy, I love you. I'm just yanking his chain, Tracy.
God love you, Jim. I would love to see you back in Michigan one time. Maybe I'm doing a big party in Garden City Park. I do it every year. I got Steve Costin coming in to sit in with Joey Gatos from Muggsy and Tanya Smythe from Savage Grace. My producer, they're buying a bunch of hamburgers and hot dogs, like 500 each, and everybody brings food. We got 6 bands playing. Charlie Block sitting over here in the corner, his band's playing. And if you're have any kind of inkling to come back to Michigan, please come on June 27th.
June 27th. Well, Rodney, I will keep that in mind. I can't make any promises right now.
Of course.
You never know.
Okay.
I'm kind of tapped out. First of all, I've had visitors every week this year.
Okay.
Secondly, I spent a week in California playing golf at Pebble Beach with my son for his 30th birthday.
Wow.
And he was just back here last week, and we played TPC Sawgrass, the stadium course here in Ponte Vedra.
Okay.
And then I just had this golf tournament here.
You're spent, man.
I'm out of fucking money, Rodney.
Oh, shit.
I don't have any goddamn money left.
Oh, my God. I've just bought a new pickup truck. I bought a Ford F-150. I went balls out. I put a Whipple supercharger on. I paid $70,000 for the truck. I put $30,000 in extras in it. I just bought a brand new Harley, $40,000. And then I just bought a side-by-side for $15,000. I'll never be able to retire. My wife's not even speaking to me right now.
Set up a GoFundMe account, Rodney.
I should do that. I should definitely do that.
Hey, by the way, look at the photo behind me. You recognize that?
I can't see it from this far. Who is it?
Up there. Right there.
It's too far out, Jim. Who is it?
That's me and 2 friends of mine and Donald Trump.
Oh, wow.
At Trump International Country Club in West Palm Beach, Florida. Dude, where the second shooter was.
Oh, my God.
I tried to take him out. I know. I played that course 5 times last year. I know exactly where that guy was. With a rifle.
Shit. Wow. Do you carry a firearm?
I have firearms. I used to carry. I have not applied for my permit in Florida yet.
I've been carrying for 12 years, man, and you get such a sense of empowerment. Not stuck up or like but you feel. Let's face it, these days, man, you pull up to an intersection, you look over to nod at somebody like, "Hey, how you doing?" and you're done. They think you're doing something or you're dissing them or what have you. And me and my wife both carry, and I feel a sense of empowerment with it.
It's a double-edged sword for me. I feel like I have all the confidence in the world and that I should carry on an everyday level, especially when you watch the news every day and something goes haywire, right?
I agree, man.
But the other edge of the sword is I'm a little afraid I'll shoot my own dick off.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jim. Okay, on that note, is there anybody you'd like to say hi to here in the city of Detroit?
Every single person. The only reason I was ever successful or had any kind of moderate success was thanks to the people in my community. And by the way, I was born and raised and lived my entire life in Detroit. I know the people and the folks that listened to me and supported me for whatever reason. That is what made my career not only semi-successful, but rewarding as all get out.
Well, God bless you. We feel the same way about you, Jim. And I would love to get back with you later down the road and check in on you and say hi to you again. You're always welcome on our show. And get some rest, man. And I'll think about doing that. I'll GoFundMe for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Jim, for doing our show. I love you, brother.